Israeli forces have opened fire in northern Gaza, killing 6 Palestinians, according to IDF and local Palestinian health authorities. This comes just hours after US President Donald Trump declared the end of a 2-year war and hailed a historic dawn of a new Middle East. But now a fragile peace in Gaza is already showing cracks. Israel's military said its troops opened fire to remove a threat posed by suspects who had approached their forces near the northern boundary, an area cleared for Israel's initial pullback under the US-brokered ceasefire plan. According to the army, the group had violated the agreement by crossing into the restricted zone. But Gaza's local health officials paint a different picture. They say the 6 Palestinians killed on Tuesday were civilians, victims of what they call a reckless response by Israeli troops who acted without warning in 2 separate incidents across the enclave. This comes just a day after a major diplomatic breakthrough. Hamas released the last 20 living Israeli hostages and handed over the remains of 4 more, while Israel freed over 250 Palestinian prisoners and more than 1,700 detainees from Gaza who had been held for nearly 2 years without charge. At a summit in Egypt attended by world leaders, President Trump announced what he called a new beginning for the Middle East.
But the momentous breakthrough that we're here to celebrate tonight is more than the end of the war in Gaza. It's with God's help, it'll be the new beginning for an entire beautiful Middle East.
The deal, signed in Egypt alongside Israeli and Arab representatives, was mediated by US, Egyptian, and Qatari officials, and aims to stabilize Gaza through international reconstruction funds and security guarantees. However, Trump sidestepped one of the region's most sensitive questions: Palestinian statehood. Speaking aboard Air Force One after the summit, he told reporters,
Rebuilding Gaza. I'm not talking about single state or double state or 2-state. We're talking about the rebuilding of Gaza.
Meanwhile, humanitarian groups say aid is slowly resuming. The United Nations confirmed it has been able to scale up its delivery of food, medicine, and water to Gaza under the ceasefire, though access remains restricted in several northern areas. As Gaza buries the latest victims, the promise of peace faces its first test. Will this ceasefire hold? Or will the historic dawn declared in Cairo fade into another cycle of violence?